Hello, assalamu alaikum, and welcome back to El Citrus Kitchen, my beautiful people. Today's recipe is going to be a smoked fish, the tastiest smoked fish you can ever make by yourself. So let's get into this recipe as I'm going to show you in detail how I am able to make it. So first of all, I have my chopping board and I'm protecting it with the cling wrap because I don't want it to be, smelly from the fish or anything. So I have my hand gloves on. Also, I wash my fish the way I want it to be cleaned, and I'm just cutting it, making incisions on the side of the fish because I didn't open the stomach. I'm going to be baking it like that. So I'm just making this incision because I don't want it to be in the oven and blow up later. You understand what I'm talking about? All right, ladies, let's keep going. So I'm going to be seasoning the fish, and my first seasoning is salt. So I'm just going to bat this fish with the salt all over it, and we're going to move on from here. And my second most important ingredient on this recipe is my garlic oil. This garlic herbs oil, it is so great. Like, I love this oil. I usually make it time to time to just keep it in my kitchen for like an express cooking, or for salad dressing, or for so many different things, because this oil is not cooked. And by the way, I made this recipe for the oil as well as on the channel, even though I made it as a short video testing the short content creation for YouTube. So if you want a detailed video of this garlic herb oil, let me know so I can post the detailed video. If not, I have the short if it is understandable enough. It contains garlic and different kind of herbs, and the base oil is an olive oil and sesame oil. You can actually use olive oil and any other base oil you want to use. I decided to go with sesame oil because it's so lightweight and I love it so much. And is a double boiler method to make it, because you don't want to fry your oil and get rid of your good nutrients from the olive oil and the sesame. Even though sesame oil you can cook it, but the olive oil I was trying to protect it. So as you can see, I have bathed my fish with this garlic beautiful oil. If you want the recipe of this oil, do not forget to leave a comment. Let me put a detailed recipe on the channel. And here I have my baking pan, and what I did was just to pour some water underneath, so I don't want it to be smoking when the fish is dripping the water from it. I don't want my house to start smoky, the alarm and everything. So I put on some water, and the water is going to help me to retain the moisture from the fish. It's going to give the fish some moisture while it is baking, because I don't want it to be like a crunchy dry. And also the juice from the fish will be dripping into the water, so we're going to have some fish broth. So what I did here was to put my oven on low broil. That is the baking from the upper level, right? So I put it in the oven and I checked it after about 15 minutes to see my fish is still cooking nice. So what I did, the reason I put it on a low broil is because I wanted to cook first before I actually broil it in a high temperature, so it can become more colorful and more crunchier. So what I'm doing is flipping the fish over. Fish is really delicate, especially when it starts cooking. It becomes kind of soft. So actually the first one is a bit broken, but it's still good, it's still okay. So here am I again after 15 minutes grilling the other side. So now I'm going to return it to the first part Then I'm going to put my oven to high broil, so that I will broil this side more. So here we are. I am changing the setting from low to high, as you can see. So my oven, and this is what happened. This is how the fish looks right now. You can see the broth on the tray. So we're going to save that broth and make a jollof rice or a soup, any kind of soup. You can use this broth to make it if you want like a fish flavor to go with that. So beautiful. And this is the time we're going to smoke our fish. And what I'm doing here, I have my large pot. I put on my charcoal there. I wanted to actually put the fish in there to smoke it, but then my fish will not go in there because it's larger than the pot size. So what I did was just to place it in my oven back again, and then put on some oil on the charcoal. And as you can see, the smoke has started coming off, and I'm closing my oven. So the fish is going to be smoky there, and that is that broth I was talking about. Here we are, we have it ready. I'm just going to save it for later, and our fish is ready. My ladies, look at that. If you are going to be buying mackerel, smoky fish in the African market, it is so expensive, but making this yourself, it just takes about 40 minutes, 40 to 45 minutes to make everything in your oven, and you smoke it. You have that smoky flavor. You can actually just dive into this like that and eat it, or you can make a soup, or you can make like jollof rice. You can make tacos, you can make sandwiches, you can make several kind of dishes with this fish. It is so flavorful. That garlic oil made it so yummy. So yummy, my people. So if you want to make the garlic oil before you make the fish, you are actually you can go watch the video and do the same garlic oil. If not, you can just put on some oil that you have, and you can just sprinkle some onion and garlic powder and some herbs of your choice. And this is here, guys. Oh my god, so beautiful. So I decided to show you the first thing I did after having some part of the fish. I decided to just make a sauce and eat it with some white rice. So I had my tomatoes, my red bell peppers, scotch bonnet, and some onions, and I crushed them, not completely blended. I crushed them and I kind of saute them on the pan. So if you observe, I added a little bit of oil because I'm going to be adding my garlic oil. And here are my seasonings. I have curry, thyme, chicken seasoning, chili powder, and ginger powder, all in the bowl that I just pour into the tomatoes. So here we are, still making the sauce. It's looking beautifully. And again, that garlic oil, I told you that I use this oil for different kind of dishes. This is just a lifesaver in my kitchen because it just give your dish that special smell, that special aroma, you know. And the garlic, because we grilled it, is so yummy. I cannot emphasize enough how much this oil means to me. Just go ahead and make it, and I'm sure you're going to come back on the comment section and let me know how it comes out or how much you love it as well. And here we are. So me breaking my fish, I already ate half of it, and my husband was actually complaining, why do you have to put it in the sauce that we can just eat it like this? And I'm like, you know what, it's going to be really nice. I like it in the sauce as well. So here I am breaking some pieces, trying to get all the bones out of it, and voila, we just have it in the sauce, and the sauce is just ready because we already have our seasoning in there. So we're just going to be garnishing the sauce right now with some more fresh onion and some parsley. So here we are, sauce is ready, and this sauce you can have it with fried yam, with some boiled potatoes, with some white rice, with plantain, almost anything, you know. So what I did was just to boil some white rice and just have it like that. It's so nice, it is so yummy. Thank you so much, my beautiful people, for tuning in to watch this again. I will see you again in my next video. Please don't forget to subscribe if you are new here, and if you are a returning subscriber,